applauding party. Let's give it up for yourself. Yes. Woo. I'm John Lawrence. I'm the Young Adult Coordinator at Trinity Center. So I work with 18 to 29-year-olds and help them get back on their feet, whatever that may be. Homelessness, joblessness, addiction, mental health support. So I've worked at Trinity Center for about 2 years, and the last year, a lot of it has been organizing this mural. It is a lot of work to get a public mural up in a city like this. You have to go through the city, you have to get the wall either privately or publicly. There's a whole maze for me to walk through, and it took about a year to finally do it, and I couldn't be more proud. Really, I'm just super thankful that the young people who are my clients, they consider me their caseworker. Really, the bulk of this event and the mural itself is dedicated to them, and it's for them and nobody else. Sure, you can scan the awesome barcode, which I'll explain in a minute, but right now, really, right here, it's about the 7 folks who really, put their soul and heart into this piece. This piece is called Pieces of Hope, and if you noticed, it is a little bit of a ripped up theme. Kind of looks like a collage with different items. The inspiration came from, someone going through homelessness, keeping certain keepsakes or mantras on them as they go through struggles, and what that means to them, how it brings them hope. So that's why I landed on Pieces of Hope. So I was the coordinator for all of this. I got the artist, which I'll bring up in a second. I got the transitional aged youth who are my clients, who I thought would be really good subjects for today and this whole mural in general. So right now, before we give it off to the artist to explain his involvement and the style that he did it in, the inspiration he took from, I'm gonna hand it over to a couple Tay. Not all of them, we have 7 total. 3 of them are here, and a couple of them would like to say some words, a couple of them wouldn't. So if you guys just, please give a warm welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Jonathan Majano first. Come on up, Jonathan. He's a good guy. I've been working with him for a couple months. And I gotta say, my time spent with Jonathan is filled with a lot of laughter, so I appreciate you, brother.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Jonathan, obviously. John and I, we carry a lot of, spiritual connections, and we can relate to a lot of things. I want to appreciate every one of you guys for being here. This piece right here means a lot to me. It gave me something to do when I had nothing to do. It taught me some things that I didn't know. Thank you, Trent. It means a lot to me to actually have myself represent me here towards y'all and this wall. Hope to me means a lot. These Japanese letters means a lot. It can't rain all the time. It rained today, but the sun is out. Everything, the flowers, everything about this, it's the same 24 hours. The world can continue to spin. But hope always brings me back. Because it's like Trent, John, you guys, the Abraham family, help others prosper and evolve. What else do you want? Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Jonathan. I'm getting a little teary-eyed over here. I like it. So those letters that you see there, you said they were Japanese letters?
Yeah.
Those are on his neck, okay? So just to give you a little preview of what's up here, every little piece, most of the pieces up here have something to do with a story of one of the young adults that I work with who struggle from houselessness, underemployment and or addiction, mental health struggles. So I'll go ahead and hand it over to my next transitional aged youth. I call them young adults. Her name's Sanaya. Sanaya, wherever you are, come on up. Give a really big round of applause for Sanaya. She's gonna tell her story a little bit regarding Trinity Center and what happened after first.
I am not a good public speaker. I just want to let that be known right now. But first, I want to thank John and Trent for even allowing us and even helping us be part of something, because there's so many people in this world that go through so many things, trials and tribulations, and feel like they will never have a chance to leave their mark on this world. And I feel us going through what we went through, we actually have a chance to leave our mark with this, you know? And it definitely gives us a lot of hope. When John was up here and we were just talking about 24 hours, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. What are you going to do with yours? That's really what that 24 hours is standing for up there. Everybody has a choice. Everybody has the same hours in a day. What are you going to do with yours? And that's really what counts. My part of the piece was humble and hustle. Those words to me mean a lot, because when I was going through what I was going through, even though they were hardships, I still looked at them in humbly ways and thought about it as a next stepping stone for me. I really don't know what else to say. I just really thank you guys for even having me a part of this. And again, Trent, thank you, because you did your thing. This is really dope, like completely. And I really thank you for even taking the time out to even do such a thing for us. So thank you guys, and John. Thank you guys.
Sanaya came into the Trinity Center months and months ago, right? And I just wanted you to speak on just where you're living now and how that's going.
Oh, so right now where I'm living, I'm Pomona House. That is Crockett, and that's like one of the best next level transitional housing. John actually, thank you guys. John actually pulled like an abracadabra. Like, it really felt like one. Like, seriously, like, I called him. I was like, he had been helping me with jobs and things like that. And I was like, John, like, dude, I need a place to stay. Like, I'm tired of sleeping in my car, tired of paying for hotel rooms here and there. He was like, okay, give me a few days. Boom, he called me on Friday. I had an intake with Pomona House, and that Monday or Tuesday, I was inside the house. Like, you know? So I'm really thankful for the Trinity Center and John, definitely. So thank you guys so much.
Yes, and just to clarify, like, there's a couple shelters for young people. You start at one shelter, you get employed, you move to another shelter, you hang with the system, and eventually you get your own apartment with the subsidized rent, right? So that is where Sanaya is at. She's at the Pomona House Apartments at the top level there, and she's been doing great for several months. So thank you for coming out, Sanaya. I really appreciate that. Yeah. We got one of my favorites. She's very, very close to me. I've known her almost since I started at Trinity Center, which was like 2 years ago. Please give it up. Yeah? Okay, let's give it up for Liz Torres. Hey. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today in the unveiling of this beautiful mural that took more than a week. On the surface, it looked like it was just a week of us coming together, but it took way more time than what I could have imagined. And so I am incredibly humbled for the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than myself. I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of Trinity and to be made to feel like I belong somewhere, or at least to be given that sense, that hope. You know, I don't know where I'd be without the Trinity Center. I don't know where I'd be without art. I don't know where I'd be without the opportunity to have met Trent, to have met other members of Trinity Center that I hadn't met before. But I do want to just express my gratitude for everyone coming together, and more importantly too, like Trent, thank you for taking the time for coming out here. I understand like it's a lot of work, and to be able to coordinate everything, you know, it's all the details. He did it so beautifully. I really appreciate how the hope was the way it was orchestrated underneath the light. You know, the hope is gonna glow in the dark at night. And so, yeah, I like to end it with that. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Liz. I'd also like to add that Liz's "It Can't Rain All the Time" was her mantra, and I think that that's really appropriate for today. It was pouring all day, and right at 2 o'clock, the sun comes out, and we see all these beautiful faces here. So just a quick little background before I throw it over to Trent. You know, I've been working on this for a year. I can't tell you how many times I've called and emailed these guys right here. It took a lot of patience. It wasn't gonna happen for a while, then it was gonna happen until I just gave up and I said, let me go find my own wall. And so I was able to do that here with Honda. So let's give it up for Honda for letting us do this. Yeah, I appreciate you, Honda. Yes, Mr. Walton didn't want to come up here and speak because he's a little scared, and you know. Anyway, no offense, Mr. Walton. If you hear me though, come on out and say some words. That would be great. But yeah, I've worked on this for a year, contacting city officials, community art center, artists, and it's just I'm so happy to have a mural that, you know, I've organized, but it doesn't represent me. It represents the people who I work for. And I'm really proud of that. I'm gonna bring Trent up next. He's gonna explain to you a little bit more about the artistic side of things and how we incorporated people's items and mantras. So Trent really put this all together. He took the ideas of the 7 young people I work with, and he threw it all together for this beautiful mural with a ton of foot traffic. I mean, this mural gets a ton of eyes every day. So give it up for Trent. Trent, come on down. By the way, it was 110-degree heat the week. I'm stealing that from Trent because I know he wanted to talk about it, but it was 110 degrees the week we decided to paint out here. So just put that in your head before you listen to Trent. Thanks, Trent.
Thanks, John. Big shout out to John for picking a wall that was in the shade till about 2:30 because it was that week that I think we all remember, but the sun was that way. So honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was kind of, you know, one of the better places to be. But yeah, I'll just keep it short. Like, this was super special. I'm honored to be, you know, the selected artist, and I think that this was a perfect storm in a lot of ways. On the artistic side, I think whenever doing community style murals, it's always a challenge of balancing an aesthetic thing with like the story that we're trying to tell, especially Walnut Creek. And I think they've been great to work with. Steve Huss, the public art manager, I don't know if he's here, but was great to work with. And Walnut Creek is really curating a very, I guess, high-end contemporary art feel. And so that wasn't necessarily the easiest thing to plug in. Like, originally the concept was portraits or something like that. And I think that this collage element, I'm really excited about the way it came together, and I feel like does both. And yeah, I was really want to just shout out all the people that helped. Jonathan, I got an opportunity to talk with all of the Tays, the young people prior to doing this, and tried to pull something from their story, a mantra or a tattoo or a quote or a memory or an item they had, and put this into a collage piece. So obviously you guys met a couple of them already, but I can talk about kind of individual things. So Jonathan was the first person I talked to, and kind of created this theme around the idea of the light at the end of the tunnel, or hope. So like you can see that here. And then Liz, talked with Liz quite a bit. Liz had tons of good ideas. You can see her, like, she talked about what the ocean meant to her. So there's some watery elements, and then this Japanese concept of kintsugi, which is like broken things being put together to make something more beautiful. So kind of subtly see that in the gray area where there's the, like, above the same 24 hours. Talk with Sanaya with the humble hustle and the same 24 hours in the day. Lance, who was not here today, but where did Lance's part go? Oh, his was the big part of the compass part and the onward that you see on the top, because he's a traveler, so that was his sort of thing. It's just like get up and at it, onward and upward. So that was kind of at the top of the piece for Lance, and that's his dog right there, but he's not here. But very, very cute dog. And then we have Sanaya with the humble hustle and the same 24 hours. Who am I missing? Oh, Jeremiah, who maybe, is he still working at Target? Is he still working at Target? Okay, well, Jeremiah was super helpful. This is cool. Jeremiah is a bit of a graffiti artist himself, so like the sort of graffiti-ish elements on the top are actually like from his sketch pad that I was able to put in here, which is his rendition of Hope. And then I did it. Yeah, so this was really special, and it was really, thank you to all of you for, talking with me on the phone or in person and letting me into your story and being vulnerable and wanting to be involved and helping paint it and all of that. And thank you again to John for putting this all together, to the city for saying yes, for Honda for saying yes, to the Abrahams, thank you for supporting, and everybody else who supported financially to make something like this happen. And thank you to Trinity Center. Support Trinity Center and all they do. It's been really awesome to learn about all of their services. So thank you for having me.
The main artist right there, the main artiste. Okay, we're coming down to the end of it. I just want to let you guys know on that plaque right there, you can scan the QR code with your iPhone. Okay, there's a plaque. On the plaque, there's a little QR code, and that pops up the Trinity Center website, but also a special page explaining more of the mural, more involvement, who is involved with who, which part of the mural, and how it all came to be. So I encourage everybody to scan that. Very cool new technology going around is a QR code on a plaque. Who would have ever thought? That's pretty dope. Yeah. A huge thank you to the Abraham family who made this all possible. I appreciate you, Abraham family. Really appreciate it. This is gonna last for however long it lasts. Who knows? I'm not nature, but something's. I think it'll be up there for a really long time, and it's gonna kind of act as a North Star if someone's walking by and they need help, and just so happens they check out that QR code or, what have you. It's hopefully going to lead people to the Trinity Center and take that first step for the rest of their lives. So, again, I'm John. Thank you guys so much. Please enjoy some refreshments, and we have one last thing to do before we do the refreshments. Jonathan, will you come on up here? Liz, Sanaya.
All right, here we go. Come on, Liz.